Hey everybody, welcome back. It's Raidhyn, and I'm here with more Dungeon of the Endless. I have not given up yet. What does it say that we can continue? Do I still have a save somewhere on this desperate file? Oh, this is from the game that I started last night. Alright, so we are not gonna be doing this. We are gonna start a brand new game. Excuse the confusion, I was just like, huh, what's happening? Apparently after I failed on my last video, I went into a quick rage, was like, must play again. Alright, so we're gonna go with a different type of combination of heroes because I want to guarantee our chances for success as much as possible. So we're gonna take Josh and Scroig. Josh, from the reading that I've been doing today, is the hero that has the best wit score in the game, which means once we get him up to level 3 and he starts operating modules, he's going to be incredibly valuable. And Scroig kind of is an all-around pretty strong character who has some good abilities and is a good explorer because he does quite a bit of damage on his own. So between the two of these, I want to try to get off to like a pretty strong start here. I also learned a couple of other things while I was doing some more research after my ginormous failure in the last video. Basically, one of the things I learned is that if you leave a hero behind in an unlit room, it won't generate any monsters. So even though you don't want to fight in that room, you can prevent monsters from spawning by stationing a hero in an unlit room. So if we move, let's say if we move Josh over here, and we move Scroig in this direction, we won't get any spawns from here. Now, I did not know this on all of my previous playthroughs, and I was playing accordingly for that, so we're gonna try to see if we can't better make use of this new information. So I'm gonna leave Josh down here, and we're gonna keep exploring with Scroig. And yeah, we're just gonna kind of be moving along here. We've got one wave coming from the left, but I think it's okay. We'll move Scroig down here to help out. Now, Josh doesn't have very good combat capabilities. He's kind of a weak character as far as combat's concerned, but you know, we're planning not to use him for combat. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be building modules, and we're going to be building modules, and as soon as he's level 3, we are going to stick him on a module and have him operate it and help us out with all the extra bonuses that module operation brings. So yeah, I have not given up on this game yet. I still want to conquer this. I don't want to give up. So we're going to be doing our best to make that happen this time around. I'm kind of a little disappointed that we haven't, whoop, let's not open that just yet. I'm a little disappointed that we haven't run into any special events, like we haven't run into any items or anything like that. It's really nice when you can get an item on the first floor. We have not had the luck for that. We did get some free science, which is pretty cool. Let's see how we can. So we've got 1, 2, 3 rooms away, 1, 2 rooms away, and now 2. I think that's okay. I think we can manage with this. I don't know why I'm not bringing Josh along. It's not like he's operating that module. And I actually don't think we're going to have enough doors left on the floor to make use of that science research outpost. I really need to take the time to get on the wiki and research what everything's actually called so that I can start calling things by their proper name. But right now I'm just focused on, like, let's get the gameplay down. If we can get the gameplay part of it down. Josh, we're gonna move you in here so we don't get any unnecessary spawns. Alright. Oh, and it looks like there's actually quite a few more rooms, so I could have researched. And we have a wave incoming. Okay, so let's move our crew back over here. Let's drop a prisoner prod in each of these rooms. I think that makes a little bit more sense, especially since it's on our path to the exit. We're gonna level up Josh once. The other nice thing about Josh is his overload ability, which basically lets you increase the damage of all of the attack-based modules in a room by 50%. Let's see what we've got in our item chest here. Something useful? Nail gun. So, is that something Josh can equip? I think it is. Yeah, it's going to give us a pretty nice DPS boost right there. Alright, looks good. It's always nice to have a useful item. And here we go. We're starting to regret not using the science machine, but you know, it is what it is. Letter opener. Well, we can't use that on Scroig, but we didn't get any monster spawns, so at least that's something. Let's keep checking out our rooms here, trying to get as much as we can out of this floor. We did find a room full of baddies. Oh, that's a fair amount of damage, more so than I was expecting. Alright, let's back it up into the lit room over here. And now we can level up Josh to level 3, and now he can start operating on these modules. I don't know if it's going to take effect on this churn or not, but let's just keep a close eye on Scroig's health here. It looks like all the monsters are going for Josh. It shouldn't be too bad. Here we go. And we have one more door to open. Is it the last door? Let's find out. Open! You have opened the last door of the current floor of the dungeon, and we got another item. What did we get? Guard uniform. Alright, let's put that on right away. We could put that on Josh, because Scroig does not have a defensive armor slot. Oh, nope, Josh, you go back here. Oh, that is a lot of damage. I don't know why I just overclocked, because there are no attack modules in there. Scroig, stop taking so much damage. Please stop taking so much damage. Alright. There we go. Back in safe territory. So, we should just be able to run this out of here pretty safely if we power down this room. And then Josh just has to kind of hold people off here. And yeah, we'll make our way to the exit. Now, Scroig is a much slower crystal runner than Sarah is, that's for sure. Like, Sarah's basic use is just to run the crystal. You know, there's little to no other value she provides than crystal running. I mean, she is able to repair modules, which is nice. But it definitely shows when you don't have her on the team, and the movement is slow, but we made it out without a problem, and we're in a pretty good position industry-wise to get started on our next floor. And Josh is saying, I think we'll give him a British accent, I had a bad feeling about this. I still have a bad feeling about this. Alright. I will always have a bad feeling about this. Alright, Josh. Whatever you say, buddy. Hopefully we can pick up a new character on floor number 2, and hopefully things will go smoothly as it did the last time. Let's head north first, and at this point we'll be able to start using Josh for his, so long as we don't get our crystal attacked right here, we'll be able to start using Josh for his wit abilities, trying to level up these not level up, but operate these modules so that we get a nice bonus. So you can see now our food ratios jumped up to 14. We got a pea shooter, which I think Josh can use. Is it better? No, it's not. Looks like the nail gun actually gives us better DPS. Although the pea shooter fires faster, so maybe we'll actually give him the pea shooter. Go ahead and keep exploring. Head back into this room here. We'll drop down some prisoner prods. There's got to be a faster way to do this. I've seen people playing videos where the prisoner prods get dropped down much faster. It's probably like a shift click or something like that. Something, you know, pretty basic. Alright. We're going to need more science in the future, and we're going to need more industry as well. So actually, now that we've got this kind of nice lineup going here, I'm gonna go explore in the other direction. I want to try to be a little bit more conscious about the decisions I'm making and kind of what direction I'm headed in, how I'm lighting up the rooms. I feel like I need to be a lot more careful about those choices instead of just kind of going willy-nilly, just opening everything in one direction all the time. Try to be just a little bit more strategic about the whole thing. Alright, that looks pretty good. Is there a slot in here? Yep, there is. We're gonna have to leave Josh behind, but I feel a little bit better now that we've been able to outfit him with some extra weapons. And it looks like we've just got a dead end here. So we got some bad guys coming through. And we'll activate our Last Supper just so that we can take care of this without much of a problem. So here's where it gets tricky. We're gonna have to head down this direction and start scouting solo. Please give us some dust. Alright, we got enough dust, and the room is self-powered, which is fantastic. So we can actually drop a drop another module down there if we so choose. Alright, let's get Scroig up. Josh I'm not too worried about, but getting him up to level 4, I believe this gives us, not operate, but it gives us another slight wit boost, which is good. And I kind of feel like we can drop down another industry generator right here and get some benefit out of it. So we should be set up fully for our next floor when we get there. Got some free science, and it looks like Josh is going to come under fire again, so we're going to send Scroig back here to help him out. And when these two groups converge, we'll pop our Last Supper. Alright. Seems to be going pretty smoothly. Now, if we so choose, we can actually activate up all these rooms up here. And then, feeling like we can move Josh down here to kind of give us a bit of a surplus of industry. Is everything lit? There we go. Now everything up there is lit. Alright. You know, of course, all those prisoner prods that we dropped are kind of wasted. But that's okay. What do we have here? We have Suppressive Firebot, Tesla Module, and Bioorganic Transference, and the Tactical HUD. I don't think any of these are useful, so let's switch this up. I've heard that the shop ends up being pretty useful later on, so it's not going to give us much benefit right this second, but it should help us out greatly in the future. This guy I want to chase down because we can't afford not to. We don't want this guy walking up to our crystal and ruining our day. I'm feeling pretty good about this position. I still would like to get ourselves another hero, so we'll see if maybe we can find one behind door number 2. Anything? Nope. Oh, and it looks like we've actually got quite a bit of mobs coming through. Scroig is pretty low on health. We want to help him out. Kind of one of the disadvantages of having melee heroes I was reading about, that, you know, because they're melee, they are going to take more damage because they can't eliminate anything at range. So because of that, you can run into different challenges. Oh, sorry about that. Not trying to make you guys dizzy. Dust field generators I really like. We're gonna pick that up and hope that we have enough time here to actually research that. I guess that means that we'll also be trying to research something else on this machine as well. Alright, I think we're gonna be okay. Don't want to spend any food unless I absolutely have to. Let's play it safe. Losing a character at this point in the game would be pretty disastrous. Alright, so let's see what we have here. Suppressive Firebot. Yeah, I guess it's alright. Because it's going to increase our attack power for heroes in the room. It would be nice to pick up. I feel like on my last run, we didn't have enough utility. So we gotta hope that there's 2 more doors behind the exit, and that's usually not the case. So I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to actually research these things fully. I'm kind of wishing I had gone down first instead of to the top, and yeah. So that's a bunch of science wasted. But hey, we found Ken, which is really cool. He's gonna prove useful in the future. Let's see if we can't create ourselves a good path for getting to the exit. I think that looks like a pretty safe bet. So who's faster? I know Ken's got pretty good speed on him. I can't remember what kind of role he's best suited for. Kind of a mixture of, he's like part tank, part but less tanky, more DPS. He shares the same machine gun that Gork does, but isn't anywhere near as tanky. He is pretty fast though. So he does actually have slightly faster speed than Skroig. So we're gonna have him pick up the crystal. And then we're all gonna make our way over to the exit quickly as we can. Alright. I don't think anybody's gonna be able to catch up to Ken. So I think we're gonna be fine here. We're gonna go down to the next floor with not a lot of food or science, but we have plenty of industry to get our economy back up and running. And we'll probably put Max on generating some food for us. We can continue to level up these characters, and that is that. So this is my 4th attempt at a live recording of this, and hopefully we can surpass our last benchmark, which was making it to floor 7. Let's read our dialogue.
I'm glad we have a new recruit. Now I can give orders to someone.
Alright, Skroig does not seem like the friendliest type of guy. But for now, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate everybody who tunes in for my Dungeon of the Endless episodes, because even though they're not very popular, if you're getting entertainment from it, if you're one of the other 2 or 3 people who are watching this, you're awesome. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time when we tackle floor number 3 and 4.